This episode of Terrible Warriors is brought to you by supporters on Patreon at patreon.com/terriblewarriors. Patreon supporters gain exclusive access to one of our Discord channels where they can listen in to recordings of the show. They get postcards sent to them in the mail, and every NPC mentioned in this campaign is a Patreon supporter. So if you've ever supported us on Patreon, thank you. Today, on the Terrible Warriors, we return to the Mälaren Islands north of Stockholm in the 1980s that never was. To that community built on top of the loop. And to our kids, who are so bored out of their minds. They're scratching at the walls. When will something of interest finally happen in this dull town? And hey, did I hear that on the radio? There's creatures in the woods, and oh no, the star athlete is missing. And that kid down the road is posting up posters of his missing dog. These clues are breadcrumbs, footprints in the snow that will lead us to our first mystery. Oh, finally, something interesting's gonna happen around here. But don't tell our parents, we're probably gonna miss curfew. This is the second episode of Tales in the Loop, and if you've missed episode 1, go back into our log and listen to last week's episode. Don't worry, I'll still be here when you get back. And our kids, about to head out on their first mystery. They are your Terrible Warriors. Hello everyone, I'm Justin Eacock, sitting here in our new studio, which is mostly kind of financed by support from Patreon, so thank you for all of that. If you want to find out more, check us out at patreon.com/terriblewarriors. We name people in our games after you. We'll send you postcards in the mail. You can hang out in that Discord channel where we're recording the game.
You can listen to us live.
Yeah, and we're also doing a private games each month for people who want to be part of what we're calling the Terribly Important Patron Club, the Tip Club. And they can go join that, and we'll give them a tip. We'll give them a tip. So here we are.
All right. So my name is Joshua Barbeau, and I'm your game master today for episode 2 of Tales from the Loop, the science fiction 80s that never was. To my right, your left is.
Yeah, you're to the left of Josh.
Oh, wait.
Yeah,
to my right,
that's why I was confused.
Said that wrong. To my right, your left
Oh,
is...
it's me. It's Justin Eacock. I'm just going to introduce myself again. You can find me on the interwebs. I'm just here at Terrible Words. I don't really have a brand.
You also live here.
And I live here. Welcome to my home.
Who's your character?
I'm playing Henrik Iceman Foland, the jock, the bully, the level 7 barbarian in our secret D&D club. And if you tell anyone I play D&D with you every week, I will beat you up. I'll cream you.
Continuing around the table, we have...
John Blair, hello. I am a comedian, actor, and writer, and I am playing Tommy Folland, Henrik's little brother, who is a nice and very simple boy who just wants to help out around the farm, and I guess is also someone in this D&D campaign, but we haven't determined who yet.
We'll find out in a moment.
Such a headache.
Continuing around the table.
Hi, I'm Natalie Wallace, also known as Chaotic Rogue, and of Chaotic Rogue Entertainment. I am playing Katri, who is also nicknamed Sakat, which means ghost. Both are accurate names. Spoopy ghost.
Spoopy ghost.
I just draw all the ghosts all the time. Okay. I probably play a rogue because I'm so stupid.
Yeah, you play a rogue in D&D. Let's be honest.
That makes real.
That makes sense.
It tracks. It's on brand.
Do you play a chaotic rogue?
Always.
Keep going around the table. We have...
Hello, everybody. It's me, Cassidy 20 Love Chew. Game designer, game developer. I'm working on a game called Mecha Puppers. Check it out on the social media.
I'm very excited for
Meka Puppers. So make sure you spell it that way, or you won't find it.
True spelling.
Yeah.
I know we were talking just off the air about how everyone is requesting you to put their own pets into the game.
It's true.
At which point you go, well, we're going to have a Kickstarter then, and that's how you can give me $1,000 and I'll put whatever you want into the game.
Put your pet in the game.
Immortalized forever in next.
So we're going to pick up in your hideout. Tell us what your hideout looks like.
Yeah, it's the tool shed behind our dad's barn.
Yeah.
And you've got...
I have a wall that I've been painting. That's just a bunch of weird.
Skulls.
A lot skulls and ghosts, but they're not very scary. They're kind of just spoopy.
They're just
You're
yeah.
so weird.
Yeah.
There's one corner of the little like shed that is just like a computer that I'd cobbled together, and they're just like wires leading out of the shed into wherever we managed to get power.
Okay, but then do I have like a punching corner? Or do I do that outside?
You have a tree. You have a punching tree.
Cold.
The punching
Yeah.
tree.
It's the middle of the winter, December 14th,
yeah.
1987 in Sweden.
Which means it's dark at like 3 in the afternoon.
Absolutely.
It's-
And you guys
Sucks.
have gathered here today to play Dungeons and Dragons.
Well, actually, we have here the Advanced Dungeons and Dragons Monster Manual,
AD&D.
which would be the exact same book.
Yeah, that
it
would be
have
the
been
book
using.
you'd be using.
Look at that!
No
wow.
no one can see me
No one-
showing it off, but that's what I'm doing.
Yeah,
John
I
is
know.
Vanna wiping it up right now. Trust
Here,
me.
we
So
can
actually,
We'll put a picture.
we'll get a photo of it and
Thanks
post it
to,
on our socials.
Thanks to Birdman Dodd. He's the one who donated that to my
Very
library.
nice.
So yes.
Very good.
So-
very good. Very nice.
So you're all gathered here today to play D&D. We already know that Justin, as he revealed from last week, Justin's character Henrik is playing a monstrous barbarian character, which is a custom-built character because the class barbarian didn't exist
Basically bullied the
in
DM.
AD&D.
I bullied the DM to let
You
me
said,
be-
I want to be
That's on brand.
a half-human, half-owlbear barbarian.
Bugbear.
yeah,
Bugbear, yeah.
Barbarian.
blood fist.
It's a
Blood
barbarian.
It's a
Bug-barian.
bugbarian.
It's like,
Yeah.
you dweebs.
And there is no barbarian class in AD&D, and there is no bugbear race that you can pick in AD&D. But he bullied his DM into letting him
Into being a
play
barbarian.
a custom.
Yeah,
make
I
a
had-
custom character.
I'm actually
I
quite
had
a
to, like-
prescient D&D. Like 20 years from now, you guys are gonna be like, "Wow, you were like predicting the
Ahead
direction of
of-
the game."
ahead
However,
of its
his
time.
dungeon master is the 11-year-old Isabella, who's a lot smarter than he is. So he doesn't realize it, but she just took the stats for human and fighter and called it a monster barbarian, and he hasn't picked up on the difference yet.
Yeah, I get
So
what I
he's
want.
Mechanically a human fighter.
Yep.
But he doesn't know that.
Nope.
We already know Isabella is the dungeon master, but she's 11 years old,
It's true.
so she definitely has a DMPC. Most it's not it's kind of a faux pas to have have a PC as also being the dungeon master. But when you're 11 years old, you don't care. You just want to be the coolest person on the team. So who is your character? What's your character like? Because
Yeah.
you're also the DM, you can have the coolest character of the bunch. So just name whatever.
Oh
you
yeah,
want.
definitely. So like so my DMPC is like this very majestic old elven wizard.
Done.
Just
Here you
like
go.
super powerful, blast all the shit.
Of course,
Just
on a higher
'cause.
level than everyone else in the party.
Yep.
Katri is playing a halfling rogue.
Yeah.
Chaotic neutral halfling
Yeah.
rogue.
Sneak, sneak, sneak,
I
step, step,
I
step.
passed a miniature for you. I don't know if you saw it,
Oh,
but
no.
that's
It's so
you.
tiny.
Sneak, 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 step, step, step.
The only time in this entire game of Tales from the Loop that we're actually going to use miniatures is when you're playing D&D within the game. We'll use miniatures for that. Cool. So put your minis on the battle map that we're only using for the game within the game.
All right.
And clear some space for that battle map because we're about to play Dungeons and Dragons
Wow.
in Tales from the Loop.
I can't believe this is happening, guys.
I know, right?
Game within a game.
So, Isabella, you've been building up to this for months.
Yep.
This is your epic boss battle that
Yep.
they have been, slowly traveling across your fantasy world, fighting the minions of your boss and fighting against your boss's ultimate plan, only to get to this end moment when you are you're ready to finally face it. And they're in a dark cave. There was cultists that were doing a ritual to try to bring your end boss into the world to cause havoc. And you were trying to get your party there in time to stop the cultists. But lo and behold, they didn't get there in time. That was really by design. You intended for them not to get there in time.
Oh, you bet your ass. You bet your ass.
And so as they're all terrified, I know some of them are afraid of nothing, but as they're all terrified,
No one calls me chicken.
as they're all terrified, just inching around the corner, all kind of you've teased it so that they're all sort of expecting it, but they're hoping that it's not. But it is, in fact, the terrible Demogorgon.
Oh, no, look at us.
This is literally why you bought this mini, didn't you?
Yes.
He buys into the long con.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
That is
It's the Demogorgon.
That is not a mini. That is a very large miniature.
Yeah.
It's
the
an
Demogorgon.
oxymoron.
For those of you who don't know, the Demogorgon is more than just a creature in Stranger Things. It is also a mythological monster with two heads, some type of a demon prince of darkness and destruction and all
Those
kinds
are
of fun
like
stuff.
two baboon heads and like
Yeah, and tentacles.
and two tails.
Yeah, it's.
Does that mean he has two butts?
Yeah, he does. Why not? He's got two mouths. He can have two butts.
Yeah, that makes sense, right?
Yeah, I think he has 2 butts.
Yeah, he's got two butts, and that means he's got 2 heads and 2 butts. So logically, that means he's got 2 sets
The
of
same
innards.
amount, or does it just split?
2 big old wangs.
So,
Big
Isabella, tell us.
Big
tell
demon
us,
dicks.
That we went to poop. So.
Tell us what happens when the Demogorgon appears. All right, as
Like,
the
what do you do, players?
There you go. That's what I was looking for.
What the Demogorgon, Demogorgon. What do you do? Roll for initiative.
All right.
All right.
You guys roll for initiative.
Okay.
Who wants to be up first? Oh yeah, you could just roll the d6s and
Well,
you can decide that
I'll
one.
charge.
Okay, you charge.
Okay,
I rage.
you were okay. Sure.
The bloodlust. Okay.
No, so you're gonna have to make a check to attack this Demogorgon. Do you have some d20 dice? Yeah.
We do.
I do.
Okay, so roll an attack roll.
Oh,
I actually just casually rolled a natural 20.
nat 20.
Okay, tell us what you do to the Demogorgon.
What do you do?
So my mini's holding like a shield and spear. So we were just talking about how it's got 2 of everything. So I want to just go and take up the spear through one of its 2 of everything and spear it right through from
the front to the back.
Skewer it. Yeah.
Okay, you skewer it
Spit
from the
roast
front
one
to
of
the
its
back.
heads.
You spit roast one of its heads.
Yeah.
Uh,
All right.
Isabella, how does your boss monster react to him doing that?
So I've never DM'd a game.
Yeah,
before,
you're
right?
putting us on the spot here. help us go through with this because we're
Help me.
This isn't what we
How
were
to
prepared
DM, DM.
How do you DM? Well, you make them you make shit up.
Okay, great.
What do you want to see happen?
Where are we in initiative?
wanna
Is it
make this
monster's
boss-
Monster's
turn?
gonna go. Yeah,
I mean, this
the
is me
monster's
playing as a
turn.
character. You want
It's
this boss
alright.
to feel really crazy? Take out the strongest player.
It's monster
So-
turn. So monster takes one of its big crazy tentacles and lashes it at our bugbear friend.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the Demogorgon is pretty much unstoppable. So you just don't even roll dice, or you roll dice
rip up my
behind your
character
screen,
sheet.
Yeah.
and you just take his character sheet and you rip it up and say the Demogorgon has eviscerated you.
Womp womp.
No!
Your barbarian has just been killed.
Oh, this game sucks.
This sucks. I'm out.
Womp womp.
You can't do that.
Yes, she can. She's the DM.
And so that was the Demogorgon's turn. And Katri.
Dagger, dagger, dagger.
Well, you saw how well that worked with the guy.
Are
with
Yeah,
the
I'm not going
spear.
up close. She ain't going close.
Oh, so you're backing away and throwing daggers.
I'm
at
gonna
her.
just throw from way back here.
You gonna
Okay.
do that? Okay.
Make your attack roll.
Make an attack roll, please.
Actually, with a d20.
Yeah,
There you
do it
go.
with a d20. Why not?
Like, that's a 7.
Yeah, well, so the
Plus, I'm a halfling and a rogue, which means I'm crazy freaking dexterous. Which means my mod is probably something like another 7.
it's true.
It's probably more like a 14.
But it's not enough. The
No.
the Demogorgon
I'll take
just deflects your
Sorry.
your
I tried.
your
The Demogorgon takes like one of
attacks
its
with its
tentacles and like whirls it around like a sideways
Yeah,
helicopter
there you go.
blade, and
There
just
you
like
go.
all of the daggers just bounce off.
Oh no, I'm out. I have no more.
and then
Poorly
and then what happens?
You're supposed to heal me.
I didn't get it wasn't my turn yet. I can't just go in the middle.
Just punch him in the arm.
Ow! You were the
So-
one that ran in and.
That's how you don't get healed.
So
What does your DMPC do? Your epic wizard dude.
You super awesome wizard or something.
So my super epic awesome wizard,
Fireball him in the face.
yeah, gonna throw a fireball at him.
Okay, so you throw a max level fireball at the Demogorgon, and what happens to the Demogorgon?
Just brushes it off like it's nothing and laughs in everyone's faces.
Or what would be cooler?
Oh no.
You know, what would be cooler is if your DMPC beat the Demogorgon single-handedly. But I mean, maybe you don't want to do that. So
I mean, yeah. We're not. I feel like.
Your only hope.
Oh boy.
Please.
what happens? You're the dungeon master. You decide how things play out.
So
Boop boop.
I mean, he seems pretty unfightable, guys.
Okay, so
Would
he
you,
deflects the fireball.
Would you say fighting is really the right way to go?
But that one's dead.
I can never. I'm sorry. I can never remember what I can do.
Well, if you look over here and then this and then heal or hit.
Okay.
Hit or heal.
Can I heal my brother? Can I heal Bloodfist?
Your Bloodfist is dead.
He's dead.
He can't be healed anymore. You need more powerful magic than you
um,
have access
Okay, bye-bye.
to heal Bloodfist. Which is bullshit, considering the Demogorgon didn't even get an attack roll and just ripped you to pieces.
Yeah. Well, yeah. This is rigged. I'm
So-
just gonna play his
so
twin
the-
brother.
So the
His twin brother's gonna show up to the
so
fight
the Demogorgon speaks up to like,
to avenge the death of his brother.
ha ha ha, puny mortals! You think you can defeat me? I am the great Demogorgon! Ha 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 ha!
And does the Demogorgon kill another one of the players?
No.
The Demogorgon takes one of his tentacles and just like picks up my DM PC and like starts toying with him essentially.
Okay, wow.
Look at me, I'm a puny mortal. Ha ha ha.
What do you guys do?
Yeah, I guess I'll try to hit it in the. Wow, look at it. Oh wow, that thing looks weird. Maybe I'll.
Yeah.
I wanna get it to put her down. I wanted to get it to put you down. Can I try to hit it in the leg or wherever I can reach?
I mean, you can try.
Is the wizard hurt?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah,
well
pretty,
then-
like not as crazy hurt as our bugbear friend is,
The dead
but
bugbear friend.
Oh, well, okay. Then
How
then
does Hendrik feel about that?
I mean, he's offering. He's mad. He thinks the whole thing's rigged, but
It is rigged.
he's offering up suggestions to the others, because he's still poured over these books because he's a bigger nerd than he'll ever put on. He's offering you have this spell prepared, you got this thing going on, you can flank with a sneak attack
Pew,
over
pew.
there, and just and I'm trying to quarterback the game, even though my character has been killed.
hey guys, this monster is pretty tough. Are you sure that fighting is the way to go?
Wait.
well, I don't want to leave without the wizard. I heal the wizard, just so that they can then hang in there
Okay,
until we can figure out what else to do.
sure.
Mr. Demogorgon, how about you put my friend down and go away? Yeah?
Does that work?
Do you want to roll for?
Charisma.
Hey!
That was almost a 2.
So what happens?
I watched it turn.
So we've been playing
So-
fake Dungeons and Dragons, and both rolls we've done have both been natural 20s.
Oh no, my last one was a 7. That was bad.
Mhm.
I rolled a natural 20. I got ripped in half. That goes to show how this game is.
So okay, so you're having
Yeah, I'm shocked you didn't.
so
throw a
you
temper
have-
tantrum.
So the Demogorgon just like turns and looks at the very very tiny like humanling.
Yeah.
Just like not just too small to be a real human.
Yeah.
He's like, whoa, why would I do that?
I said please.
I mean that's fair.
This is so lame.
Hey man,
I'm
ready.
rolled-
I rolled a 20. You should
she
be dead.
rolled
I'm
a
out of
20.
here. I rolled a 20. You ripped me in half. What is this favoritism here? You're only letting her win because she's your friend.
No.
You're not my friend?
Well, she's a weirdo. And
Hey,
really,
come
What
on.
does that have to do with
You're
anything?
mean.
I
You're all
threw
mean.
I
You
threw
killed my
you toss the
character.
table?
I threw hints at you and
Do
she
you
took
throw
the
the
hints.
Demogorgon?
I don't so much flip the table as I throw my chair back. I'm like, I'm out of here.
You get up and walk out.
I just kick the door out into the woods. Go punch on my punching tree.
Your punching tree.
Okay, while you're out punching your punching tree, presumably they're continuing the game without you. Doesn't matter because you're dead anyway.
It doesn't matter. I'm dead anyways. You know what? I'll make a twin brother. Have him avenge him. Roll more 20s.
anyway.
I want to just send him off to group therapy. Is that what you're trying to do with the Demogorgon? Just talk your way out?
Hey, you know what? I'm trying to do something different here, okay?
I'm yelling at a punching tree right now.
This poor tree.
I feel bad for this tree.
As you're punching the punching tree, you see a golden retriever in the not too far from your punching
is that
tree.
the missing golden retriever?
I don't know. Did you even know about the missing
I'm
golden
sure
retriever?
you put one of the signs you said you would hang up. You just ended up putting it up inside the tool shed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just there on like our wall of mysteries.
Yeah.
So like originally when I had asked for a poster, I asked for it so I had like visual reference for myself or if I saw the dog, but then he just
He
ended up
gave you
giving
like
me
30
a stack
to go
of
like,
them.
go
I was
hang
like,
these up.
well, okay, I guess I'll do this then.
We've got one up in the
Yeah.
in the hideout.
And it
I did the
basically
weird thing of
says,
drawing a picture of the
missing dog,
poster.
please find Goldie if spotted. Any information?
Maybe my
Call.
character sheet that was torn up was written
Yeah.
on the back of one of these missing dog sheets.
Yeah. Offering 200 kronos, Swedish kronos for his finding, which is, a pretty sizable reward. But anyway,
Here, doggy.
you see the dog, and the dog is obviously startled by not only your sudden appearance, but your anger
And
and,
my
the fact
punching,
that
and
you've
my
been
tree
punching a
Your
tree.
tree
That's
punching.
okay, I wanna-
The dog was trying to stay still
That's
so you
okay.
wouldn't notice it, but when you
Okay.
do notice it
I'm
and you
gonna
try to
charm it.
approach, you're gonna try to charm it. That's an empathize check. Mind plus empathy.
2 dice.
Oh no.
Boy, oh
Well, it
boy.
worked great for Cassie, so. See?
Hey, I actually got a success.
Wow, you got a success. Congratulations.
Told you, the less
Congratulations.
dice, the better, apparently.
You managed to approach the dog. What do you do?
I start petting it behind the ears, checking he's got a collar on.
Yeah, he's got.
Is it the missing? Is it the same name? Is that?
It's Goldie.
Hey,
it's
Goldie.
the missing dog.
Hey, it's paper ones they were looking for you. And it's like actually the dog and the companion is really calming me down. It's like the anger just kind of melts away. Here's a dog out in the
Dog
middle of the
therapy,
winter.
come on.
Yeah,
The dog.
you must
starts
be
licking.
cold. We should-
Starts licking
yeah.
your arm.
I was like, I want to take him into the house. And,
When
get
you
him
go
some
to
water.
take the dog into the house, you hear a loud screech from the sky that sounds like.
Oh my god, it's a pterodactyl.
Oh my god, it's a Demogorgon.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
You immediately look the direction of the screech, but it's dark outside and you don't see anything. But the screech also startled the dog, and the dog runs off into the woods.
And I yell out for the dog to come back.
Yeah, it doesn't listen.
All right, so I'm gonna run back into the tool shed and rally the troops. We got to go find the dog.
Okay, what have the rest of you guys been doing since he left? Do you guys keep playing your game, or do you keep talking about how he's such a jerk and whenever he doesn't get his way, he
We're
throws
still
one of these
playing.
temper tantrums?
We're still like at this point.
I
at
said
this point,
Now,
that
You're having a tea
You've got-
party with the Demogorgon? Like,
Yeah,
did you
no,
convince-
the
Yeah,
rogue
so-
is up in one tentacle.
well, no. So at this
Let's
point,
have a conversation.
so at this
Oh.
point, they're all just like chilling and talking about each other's feelings.
They're all sitting cross-legged.
This is how you defeat the Demogorgon.
Well, it's not.
Emotions.
It's not my fault. I've got two heads, and we disagree with each other all the time.
All right, enough of this
But we have a
anti-war
question. What about the
pacifist hippie crap. I found Goldie, guys. Goldie's outside.
Oh snap! Really?
Dog?
Just ran off into the woods. We gotta go find
You
him.
found the dog? The pupper?
That's what I said.
And she points towards it.
By the
I
way,
grabbed my hockey
it's
stick.
been 2 days, and over the past 2 days,
There's
Coach
something out
Coach Baumgartner's star player Brian Lee Scholes hasn't shown up to practice or to school.
He's
Oh,
missing.
Just so you know.
there. Oh.
He's missing.
Man, so
Maybe
many,
I really
on
messed him
CCIs?
up after that fight.
so many weird
Maybe.
things happening.
He went on
Hope I
CCIs,
didn't
Anyway,
hurt
and then he
sorry, that was
escaped
just an
away.
aside. I
grabbed
forgot to
my,
mention.
I grabbed my
that,
hockey stick too because something's out there. We gotta go get it.
but- Okay, you going to look for the dog? Who's going with him?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm going.
Yes.
No, all right.
I'm not staying here alone.
My-
I
Well,
guess I'll
there's
hold
snow,
down
With my
for-
notebook.
There's snow, and the dog has left dog tracks. So following those tracks isn't too difficult. But the dog is faster than you are, so you're kind of hoping that it will stop at some point.
Papa.
Otherwise, you won't. You don't have a hope in hell of catching up.
That's okay. We have stamina and endurance. We'll outpass them.
Mm-hmm.
Papa.
I do. Oh boy.
So the tracks
Here we
go through the
go.
woods
We
to
got
the west.
flashlights too from the hideout that we brought with us.
Sure,
It's the middle of the night in the winter.
Sure,
Yeah.
you can have a flashlight.
All right.
Who wants the flashlight? Who's going to hold it?
Well,
It was your idea.
I'm not
You've
even
got
gonna
the
ask
flashlight.
anyone. I just take the
Okay.
flashlight.
Yeah.
We all stay close.
So you're walking through the woods in the dark with a flashlight, following dog prints on the ground
Papa.
in the snow. Justin,
Yeah.
Henrik, you can do a special type of action since you were. Who did we say was the leader? Did we say it was you, or did we say it was?
I think we said it was Isabella.
Was
Isabella's the
our
leader.
Yeah.
our dungeon master.
Okay, so there's a special kind of action for the leader. The leader can do what's called lead, in which you lead your party to do things, and
Great dice pool.
you create a dice pool that can help them in the future when they make checks.
Mm-hmm.
So, are you taking charge and leading them to follow this dog here?
Well, I
or-
think that's exactly what I'm doing. Whether you want to let me do that.
Yeah, I can let you do that.
Okay. Well, yeah.
Cool. So then I'll roll 4 dice.
It's lead plus heart.
Yeah, so that's 4 dice. Hey, I succeed.
Nice.
Okay, so you create a dice pool for future trouble. One success gives you 2 dice that you can pull into later.
And we'll put that.
Here, I've got.
And
some,
you've
like,
just become the de
we
facto
have some,
leader
like,
if you've
two
decided to
different
lead.
little
There we go.
ones.
Great, perfect.
You're now the leader, Henrik.
Yeah. All right.
Um,
So we're just following the tracks.
Mhm.
Can I
Yeah.
an investigate roll as well to keep going? Maybe get a little speed on it. See where we're going. Is it going deep into the woods?
it goes deep into the woods. Yes.
Perfect. Great.
Uh, So if
Are we
you-
heading towards the those cooling towers that we'll always see on the horizon? Or are we
Yeah, you're heading towards them actually.
Oh, neat.
Mm-hmm. So you're heading towards the cooling towers, and
I don't succeed in an investigate roll.
oh dear,
Isabella, are you scared?
you don't succeed. So you don't
mean,
catch
a
up to
little
the
bit.
dog, but you do keep following the tracks. The tracks don't disappear, so there's snow everywhere. You follow the tracks through the woods to the other side of the woods.
What's on the other side of the woods?
The other side of the woods is a field, which leads to the cooling towers.
Oh.
Oh boy.
You've been walking for about.
Is there the fence then?
You've been walking for about an hour. You're not at the fence yet, but there is a fence eventually if you get closer. You've been walking for about an hour. It's dark outside. You still haven't caught up to this dog.
Oh, Papa.
What are we doing out here, Henrik? Did you even see anything, or do you just want us to stop playing the game?
Well, there are dog tracks.
I got the missing dog poster. It was like, see how much money this is? We find it, we get the reward.
Well,
Goldie,
Papa.
Goldie, where are you?
You start coming up to you walk all the way up to the fence of the surrounding the cooling towers, and it says danger, do not cross, whatever.
But the dog
The dog tracks
goes past the fence.
The dog tracks go around the fence to the left.
Okay.
He stops at the
I was
fence
really
and he starts
hoping we
going
would have to
around.
Go through the fence.
I bet you probably could save time if you cut across the field, assuming the dog went around and kept going the other way.
No, we should follow the tracks.
Oh, okay.
I don't want to make assumptions. I don't know if trouble is anything.
As you are following the tracks, you see the headlights of a car driving up the road.
Oh, turn off the flashlight.
Turn off the flashlight. Okay. Do you want to try to hide?
I just motion for us to like crouch down.
Yep.
Okay, everybody can make a. Everybody can make a sneak plus body check.
Oh.
Nope.
I don't either. I'm not being sneaky because I'm telling everyone get down, and I'm making a whole kind of noise.
Can I use up one of my luck points to reroll?
Yes, you can.
And we'll have the 2 dice in the dice pool.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna use up one of my
Hey, there you
One
go.
success.
You did
use
it.
up one of my luck points to reroll, and
Yeah,
we're
you did
good.
it.
Okay. How did you you rerolled as
Oh,
well?
yeah.
No, I didn't re-roll. I rolled one.
Yeah, Tommy did it as well.
And I also.
So I'm the only one
It's
telling
just
everyone to
you.
get down. I'm then like standing with like in full view of anything is like.
The cop car drives by, flashing. It's got headlights, but it also has a. It's also
cherries
got
are
a.
on.
It's not its cherries, but it's got like a lookout light, a
searchlight.
searchlight that is from the front window. It's looking and it points right at you, and the
Yeah.
cop car stops.
Right in my eyes, my night vision.
The cop car stops, pulls over, and the doors open, and 2 cops get out.
Go there,
Okay.
Sven.
Roll a d6.
Go there, Sven. We don't know how
6.
to get caught.
Andrew Rempel is the name of
Officer
the
Rempel.
Officer
Hey.
Rempel. Officer Andrew Rempel is the name
Andy Ramps.
Andy Ramps.
of the local sheriff.
Who's
there? Who's trespassing here? Who's that? Step forward. Get closer. Come to us.
No, I walk towards the strange British cop.
Henrik Foland? What are you doing out so late?
I'm just going for a walk, sir.
We just went by your home and you weren't there.
Is everything all right?
We were looking for you. We wanted to bring you in for questioning.
Me?
Yes, apparently you're one of the last people to have seen Brian Lee Scholes before he disappeared 2 days ago.
I don't know what happened. We got into
You got into a fight. Yes, we have at least 6 witnesses
Oh, we were playing
that say that
hockey.
you and him were fighting, and it was quite vicious. And somebody even said that you threatened him, and then he disappears. I'm afraid we're going to have to take you down to the station for questioning.
I'm just like I'm shocked. I'm like, what happens on the ice stays on the ice. Everyone knows that. It's
Vegas rules.
Do you have any idea what might have happened to the captain of our star captain of our team?
I have no idea. Coach benched me. I went home. I haven't seen him since.
Mm-hmm.
I've been my parents. I've been at home. I've been with my friends.
And why were you out at night right now, so late, with a flashlight so near the grounds? What trouble are you trying to get into?
I'm not a troublemaker. I'm a jock, and I have to keep remembering that. I do have an image, and I show him the missing dog. We're following Goldie.
You're following Goldie, a likely story.
Likely story. There's the tracks right there. I saw her. She got chased off by some screech in the woods.
Officer Rempel goes over to check the tracks, which is right next to where your friends are hiding.
Yeah, I mean, I was gonna hide if it was like a security, but if it's an officer, I don't. It's whatever.
Okay, so
No,
Officer
no.
Rempel's coming your direction to look at the tracks. What are you guys doing?
Sneak harder.
Sneak harder. Okay.
You don't have to hide from him.
You can make another sneak check if you want to sneak harder.
Sure. I don't know how you sneak harder, but sure. Body and sneak.
Well, he's coming right to where you are hiding, so you're going to have to move from your current hiding space into another hiding
Yeah,
space
that's
without
basically
him
what I'm-
spotting you,
Without him noticing.
Yeah.
Cool. All right.
because your friend pointed him right in your direction.
What a jerk.
I mean, you have information on Brian that you're not sharing
Yeah,
with
but
us.
adults are scary. I definitely succeed.
Did you get more than one
No,
success?
just one.
Okay, well then you succeed. What about the other two? What are you guys doing? You guys coming out of your hiding place?
I feel like I'm coming out of mine
Okay.
at this point.
Yeah, I think at this point I'm scared, and I'm just like I didn't even notice I didn't even notice Katri like leave. I was just like and I look over at Tommy.
Oh, hello. Where did you come
Like Isabella like
you're
raises
Henrik's
her
brother, aren't you?
hands.
Yeah, I'm Tommy Folland. I'm Henrik's little brother. We were just looking for the dog, and we thought we saw him, or we'd have come out earlier.
Can you attest what time your brother came home 2 nights ago?
Oh, yeah, after the hockey game. Yeah, he came home pretty much right after the game. I know because I came home earlier to help our dad with something, and he came right home past us after we were done and went right up to his room and didn't go out or anything for the rest of the night. Wouldn't even come out and talk to us.
Huh.
Very well,
Folland, it looks like your brother has corroborated your story, but it's dangerous these days. People have been seeing strange creatures, and worse yet, people have gone missing. I recommend that you give up this fool's errand of finding the dog and go back home before you get into more trouble.
Yes, sir.
All right, and they get back in their car and they start driving off.
So as soon as they drive off, all right, let's keep going.
I pop up. He went missing. I saw him.
Dude, the dog?
No, the boy. The one that you were fight with.
You've seen Brian since the fight.
After he didn't go home. So he went to the bus. Went on the bus. And then he went to the lake with his skates. And just kept skating. I don't know where he went, but he just kept skating.
Where did he take the bus to?
To the lake.
Okay.
To the lake.
We're on an island. We're surrounded by the lake, you weirdo. Which part? Where did he go? I mean, if it's too far, I mean, how long will it take? Whatever. We got to find the dog.
You said it was the one that connects to this lake.
The police are looking for Brian.
You have a map.
The police are looking for
Barely
Brian.
knows where she's going.
Yeah, I don't want to metagame too hard. It was we're up here, and you went way down there. You went to the other side of the cooling towers.
He went to
Yeah, he went to Waspy. And,
Waspy.
And we're like, well, we're not going there. We'll look for the dog. We'll get the reward. The police are looking for Brian.
But he went to Waspy. That's where he went across.
He went across the lake? Oh, no. Do you think he could have fallen in?
I don't know. He seems particularly strong swimmer.
All right, well, when we get back...
He's strong.
You should go to
He's like him.
You should tell someone tomorrow that you saw where he was.
But no one listens.
All right, well, what do we
Adults
do?
are scary.
We can't get on a bus and go to Waspy
Why not?
in the middle of the night right now to look for Brian.
I did.
I know, but no one's going to miss when you're late coming home the way they're going to miss me.
Hey, come on. What's that supposed to mean?
Yeah,
I mean,
it's kind of rude.
She's always hiding, and people are always missing her.
My Nana would miss me. You're
It was
mean.
like, whatever, let's find this dog. We'll worry about Brian later.
Okay.
Pupper! Giving up on you. Pupper!
You keep following the tracks?
Yeah, I mean, at least I personally think stopping one quest to go after another on literally the other side of the island in the middle of the night. Like, we could look for Brian tomorrow.
Understood. So you go, you follow the tracks. They go all the way around the fence. Excuse me. You go all the way around the fence of the cooling towers. And on the other side, they keep going west. Eventually, they come up to a road. Ironically, the road that heads to Waspy from here. And they continue walking west along that road.
Okay, so you're getting your wish. I guess we're looking for both of them now.
Yay!
But do the tracks then go onto the road, or are we losing the dog?
Yeah, the tracks do go on. They do go onto the road. They were heading west. Last you saw them alongside the road, but eventually they kind of go off onto the road, and there's no snow on the road, so you lose the tracks.
That's not safe for dogs.
But last you saw, they were headed west towards Waspy.
Cars are dangerous. They'll run him over.
All right. Well, then, what do we do? We going to Waspy then?
Perhaps you want to go with the boy.
It's the middle of the night. I mean, it's like probably close to 9 p.m., which is late for you guys. And it's
I sneak out all the time.
We're already out this far. And if we find Goldie, it'll be totally worth breaking out any curfew.
I don't know. I mean, how long is it even going to take to get back
What was
from
the reward
here?
money again?
200 kroners.
200 kroners.
I know, but I mean, split between all of us, maybe it's not worth it.
That's 50 kroners.
It's already so late, and we're all stuck.
Okay, that's 75 kroners for the three of us that are sticking around.
Mom and
Shut
Dad,
up.
Mom and Dad might be used to you never being around the house, but they're gonna notice if I'm gone.
What does that mean?
You know what it means.
It means you won't be missed. Specifically you.
Ow.
Wow.
Touche.
Well,
What do you want to do?
if you don't find something soon, can we turn back around?
Okay, well, what time is it now? If we don't find
It's like
anything
9
in the
p.m.
next- okay, we don't find anything in the next half hour. We turn back.
I vote let's keep going.
Works for me.
Isabella? Are you
Yep.
okay?
Yeah, I'm just thinking.
What are you thinking?
There's a lot of weird stuff happening right now.
There's weird stuff always happening.
Do you know of anything else?
No, it's just the creatures and the weird sound that I'm hearing. This is the first thing I've heard of. First time I've heard of a weird noise. But Henrik said that there was a weird, like a big weird noise that scared off. It just and with the disappearances, I'm just wondering if they're thinking about whether or not they're connected in any way. You think they're connected in any way?
Yeah.
The only thing I want to get connected with is that 200 kroner reward.
Do you
I
really think
saw
about
him.
money?
I saw the dog. I saw him. We
Or
just gotta
you
keep
want
going.
to
He's gonna
disrupt
find
our
out.
D&D game?
Henrik, did you really, truly, and if you say you did, then you did, and I'll believe you, and okay, but did you really, honestly see the dog?
I just give you a shove. Yes, I saw the dog. No, I wouldn't have done this just because you killed my stupid character in your stupid dweeb game.
You like the game? Does that make you a dweeb?
That's when I'd start walking. Shut up.
Shut
Abby,
up.
does that work for you? We'll go for a little longer.
Well,
Unless we all want to call it a night and go home, and then Joshua triggers another scene where we pick up somewhere else.
no, if you say so, you say so, okay?
Okay, so I want to skip ahead. I don't want to go through every single minute of this hike.
How far do you travel along this road?
How far do we travel until we see anything, or if we don't see anything?
You
in,
travel
like, in
for
the next
about
hour?
half an hour before a car starts driving by on the road. And then another car drives by.
Okay, cool.
And then a truck comes by. And the truck slows and stops and say, "Hey, you kids, it's awful late. Are you lost?"
No.
No, we're good.
"Where are you headed?"
Oh, we're just heading back home to my dad's farm.
"Okay. Do you need a lift to your dad's farm?"
No, we're not far.
"All right."
We could get a lift to the station, to the
Waspy?
yeah,
Yeah, I
to
mean,
this place.
are you heading to Waspy?
"That's where I'm going.
To save us time.
Conveniently."
Yeah, maybe it is all connected. All right, sure, fine.
His truck was stranger. What could go wrong?
You get in.
It's the 80s.
You get in the stranger's truck and he drives you to Waspy.
Stranger
I got my hockey
danger.
stick. I got my hockey stick.
Stranger
There's 4 of us.
danger.
You outnumber 'em.
So you're in the truck with someone roll a d6.
4.
You're in a truck with Peter Taylor, the truck driver. So, you kids live near Waspy?
Sure.
Isabella's gone like completely silent because she's kind of uncomfortable with the situation, but also like needs to keep an eye on her friends also.
What's your names?
You know, I can I use my contact roll to? I'm sure there's a farm in Waspy, and I can just be all like, yeah,
Sure.
we're from the
know
old,
the right person. Make a heart plus
we're from
contact
the right
roll.
person farm. So give me. I need 5 of these orange dice over there. Ba-ba-da-bop. That is 3 successes.
Jeez.
Oh, cool. 3 successes. Okay, so
think I
you
might
get
even
2
get-
bonuses. You get to choose your bonuses. The bonuses are, you have a list of the bonuses?
The contact has the right tools. The contact may heal one of your conditions. Contact brings more people ready to help. You don't have to roll to get a hold of the contact. The contact knows something important. You may use the contact once as an item with bonus +1. Oh, maybe that isn't right. The contact is
No,
more like...
those are all correct.
Well, I mean, right for the scene, I meant, for the
Oh.
context.
Yeah.
Your
No,
ability
it's
is right.
right. You're-
Person to get a hold of her. You tell the game master who the person is, and you roll to overcome the trouble of finding them. So this isn't about simply name dropping. It's specifically about, I want to call this person in for help.
Yeah, so this is the person who he's taking you to, dropping you off at their place because that's where you live, quotation marks.
Yeah. So it's going to be, it's one of the teammates. Or, oh, hell, maybe Coach lives in Waspy.
Maybe.
What's I roll a 2. That's
Sakari
Sakari, the Montanen.
Sakari
Yeah,
Montanen
from
lives
the
in
old.
Waspy.
We're all from the old. Yeah, we're heading to the Montanen farm in Waspy.
Oh, okay.
And they,
yeah, I know exactly where that is. That's just outside of town. It's right on my route. I'll drop you off. So he takes you all the way to Waspy to the Montanen town. It's about midnight when you get in.
Oh shit. Okay, cool.
Do
Sleepover.
you kids need help? Are you sure there's somebody home? It looks dark up there. Well, I guess it's midnight. There might be
We'll be fine.
okay.
They turn in real early.
Yeah. So what is it? The I have 2 bonus effects from that
Yes.
contact.
So you got to choose which ones you want from that list.
They can bring more people, also ready to help. Nah.
You don't have to ever roll again to get a hold of that contact if you need to.
And they know
Can
something
heal one
important.
condition, or they know something important. They have all the right tools.
And I can use them as an item with a bonus of 1.
You get to choose 2 bonuses.
I'm in over my head all of a sudden. I want them to see the 4 of us arrive and just. It's kind of suburbia / small town / rural, kind of all mixed into one. So this is this person is a friend, another farmer, whose kid is also on the hockey team from the same school. And they see us come up in the truck, and because I rolled, I want the bring more people ready to help is just the rest of the family is covering for us. And you're like, oh great, you're here. You were late. Ready for the sleepover.
Oh, you're ready for the sleepover.
Call your parents, make sure you're safe, and you got here okay.
Yeah, we'll call your
Staying
parents.
here for movie night.
Staying here for movie night. Of course. Yeah, we'll
Got that new Star Wars.
You know.
Yeah, so they let you in. They call your parents up from each of your houses, and they'll let them know where you are, that you're safe, and they convince your parents to let you stay the night despite the fact that your parents didn't know about it. Because you got 2 bonus successes, and
Just bring them all.
they're exactly what you needed. They're not only a place to stay, but they're a friendly place to stay that is able to convince your parents that it's safe for you to stay there at a moment's notice.
I got this.
You got this.
Noise. Nailed it.
So, It's the next day.
Because the other option would be we all start crying until they take us home. Try
It's-
again the next day.
It's the next day.
It's the next day. We're now in Waspy.
You're now in Waspy.
We're nowhere near that dog.
Oh, and you know what? You've got
That's a no.
you got 2 successes. So the first you got 2 bonus successes. So you found the contact. That's the and you they know they were able to convince your parents to let you stay the night. And the second success is that someone from the farm has spotted the dog.
Oh.
Excellent.
Oh, very good.
Where?
They were like, "Oh yeah, I saw a truck come into town earlier, and the dog was on the back of it."
Smart pepper.
And then the dog jumped off the truck when the truck parked, and he just ran out over the frozen lake.
Oh no.
See?
Fine, you're getting what you want.
Yay!
This reward better be worth it.
So, yeah. And then you spend the night.
Maybe
at
get
this-
2 reward.
You spend your night at the Montanen household, and
The old Monton instead. Good Swedish farm.
you guys have had quite a day. You were playing, quite a night.
Yep.
Quite a night of adventure. So, what do you guys do in the morning? Do you guys have a scene you want to play out?
Good
No?
morning.
Yeah. Do you guys have so when I asked if you have a scene you want to play out, do you want to play out you could be like, "Oh, I want to play out a scene that involves my trouble," or "Oh, it involves my problem," or "Oh, I want to play out the scene where we go on the trail looking for the dog," or "Oh, I want to play out what's the next scene in the story?" No.
Maybe there's just one small scene of Katri as she wakes up intentionally before everybody else and is furiously sketching them all sleeping.
Okay.
That's weird.
But totally on brand. Totally a thing. Totally a thing.
Absolutely.
So as you guys wake up, she's just like, "Oh, good morning."
I don't have a scene suggestion. I'm just ready to get up and head back out
Mhm.
until one of you wants to challenge me.
Isabella
For
gets up
default
out of bed
leadership of the
and looks over at Katri's drawing and nods approvingly and reaches out a hand for a high five.
The
These are
Montanans
very good.
offer you a wonderful breakfast of eggs and bacon. The 6 Montanan children are all there asking you about why you came here last night and tell us about your adventures. It looks like you guys have been up to some fun. And the 2 parents are just trying to keep their kids in order.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I kind of want to brag
Okay, so brag.
So do it.
about. My drive is I'm in it for the thrill, right? So it's sort of there's something out there in the woods. We got to go find it.
Mm-hmm.
Also, when you sleep, you have your mouth wide open. You may want to take care of that. Bugs will get in.
Does he snore?
Whatever, it's good for protein.
I knew that was the next thing
No,
coming.
his mouth is just open. That's my drawing.
Stop looking at me when you sleep. Weird.
I saw a spider crawl in there.
You ate 3 bugs this morning.
I'm not gonna be able to sleep around you anymore.
I'm probably helping them clear the table and stuff after breakfast, and telling the kids that we saw a dog, and we thought that it would be best to help it out because its owner is a friend of ours and doesn't
Stupid plan that
and
your
doesn't,
older brothers tell you to go along. for.
doesn't know where it is. So we're trying to we're just trying to give him a hand, and we heard that he came this way. So thank you all so much for letting us stay with you.
Of course,
Yes.
you older
Thank
kids,
you.
you have so much fun and adventures.
Oh,
We can't wait till we are teenagers.
Well, I wouldn't recommend necessarily always doing what we decided to do, but yeah, I mean, it's the important thing is just make sure you're doing it for the right.
All right, time to
Reasons.
go.
Don't,
We're out.
Sorry,
don't throw up. It's trapped.
So you guys make your way to the docks, and when you're there, normally there's a ferry that goes across the Svinsundet channel, but the Svinsundet channel is frozen over right now, so the ferry isn't going across. There's a
We're here.
He crossed over there.
Yeah.
To Dalby.
Yep.
Yeah, you could go up to the road north of Waspy and try to take the tunnel, or you could just cross on foot across the
It's the
frozen
15th
lake.
of December. It's solid.
It is
All the way
solid.
across. I mean, I'm out there playing stick.
You guys want to cross along the river, the channel?
That's what I want to do.
So lead the way.
Let's go.
All right, they're all
You know,
coming
that
along
way.
with me then.
Okay.
Okay.
I just gotta keep dragging you down
So
into
I
like
went that
bad
way.
decision land.
Bad
Till
decision.
Bad
someone-
decision,
No.
man.
I want to know.
All right.
I want to draw it.
As you guys are crossing the lake, you get about halfway across. How are you guys dealing with the tiresome march? Because it's you're walking across the ice for a long period of time. It's exhausting. You guys handling that? How are you guys walking in silence? Or are you guys engaging in conversation?
I'm debating about how that game was still rigged, and I rolled that 20, and I should have been able to kill the Demogorgon.
Oh, so we're having like a back and forth conversation as to how mechanically that's dumb and you're dumb.
Yeah, that's basically what's happening. Don't you know the Demogorgon has 200 hit dice?
It's like, look, just because you get one nat 20 doesn't mean you auto one hit kill him. That's not how that works.
It still gives me a chance to defend against it. One hit kill me. That's not fair either. I was level 7.
Level
That's not very
7.
high.
Level 7 against a Demogorgon. Yeah, good luck with that. That's not.
Just saying, you singled me out from the rest of them. Everyone else was fine. You all had a tea party.
Look, you charged. You charged. I gave you guys hint throughout the entire campaign.
I'm a fighter. I fight.
As you guys are arguing.
So at that time, we'll maybe be a little bit back, and and Tommy will be asking Katri about what she saw when she was out here, in terms of was his name Brian?
Brian
it's
Lee
like-
Scholes.
Are you sure you saw Brian
dad's a doctor.
skate out here?
Yeah, I followed him. Normally he goes home. And I see them go home. But he didn't go the direction of home. So I followed him out to the arena. And then he got on a bus. And so I said, okay, why not? I'll get on the bus. And so we got on the bus and we took it to Waspy. And he got off the bus and he had his skates. And he took his skates and he went and he just started walking. And then I waited. And I waited. And I waited. Eventually I couldn't see him anymore. And so I tried looking for him, but I could not see him.
You just skated right out. Oh.
And
don't-
it took you 3 days before you... I'm not hearing anything. Sorry. I'm not-
Yeah. we're still arguing.
That's all I saw. I figured he hopefully would have come back. It was getting so cold and I was so tired.
You can finally see the other side of the channel. As you're approaching it, you see someone else approaching you. There's 4 bodies that are walking towards you guys from the opposite side.
It's mirror us.
Oh no.
I heft my hockey stick.
Oh dear. There is no place to hide.
Yeah.
That's all right. Stay behind me.
I hide behind you.
Yes, sir.
You're big
meat
and
shields.
scary.
What do you think? A game's gonna break out? What are you doing?
I need, let's see, 4 names off this list.
How many names do you have left?
Not a lot. Matthew, Michael,
Luke.
I rolled a
and
1, 4,
Jonathan.
5, and 6.
Matthew, Michael, Mara, and Ken.
Okay.
Mara is not.
Matthew, Michael, Mara, and poor Ken doesn't really belong. All the M names.
Ken's their group's weirdo.
No, it's got a silent M at the start. There's a silent M.
Yeah. Kem with a J.
Perfect.
With a J.
Perfect.
Kjem, pronounced N.
Obviously.
The kids, you recognize them. They used to go to your school, but they got expelled. Or some of them dropped out, and others of them got expelled.
Oh, the burnouts.
Yeah, the burnouts, whatever. Anyway, they kind of like stand in your path, And when they cross up to you, they're like, "Where do you think you're going?"
Why are you
We're
out
going
on the
that
ice?
way.
No, you're not.
But why are you out here?
Yes, we are.
You kids don't belong on this island. Go back home. Go back to Moso.
You don't own this island.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah?
Have you seen
You
the boy?
run army.
There's a boy. He's missing.
Oh boy. We ain't seen no boy.
Ryan.
No, we ain't seen no boy.
Have you seen a dog?
Yeah, we've seen a dog, and you hadn't seen no dog.
You don't know
If
that.
you know what's good for you, you hadn't seen no dog come this way, and you better turn around and go back the other way you came.
What if I
What's
don't know
happened to
what's
the
good
dog?
for me?
Nothing's happened to the dog. We're going to find that dog and get the reward, and you're not going to get in our way.
Oh, I think I'm in your way right now.
Oh, yeah?
Ooh, fight.
Gloves, go! Every episode.
They start cracking their knuckles, and a couple of them take out a baseball bat and other things, and they're like,
Escalating.
We're gonna beat you guys black and blue if you don't turn back now. That reward's ours. We saw the dog first.
Have you
You
got
don't
the
know
dog?
that.
No, but he's somewhere on our island, and we're gonna track him down. And you're not gonna get in our way.
We're not even here for the dog anymore. We're here for a friend. Where's Brian?
Oh, you're just making that up.
No, I saw him. He came across here.
Well,
What's going on
we
this
ain't-
island? We got a missing dog and a missing hockey player.
Nothing's going on. Now listen, if you kids get in our way, we're giving you a last warning. If you kids get in our way, things are gonna get ugly.
Okay,
Ice
how
boy.
about...
Ice boy. Say please. Work for the Demogorgon.
Yeah, Heinrich, say please.
Oh no,
Isabella.
is this going to be a metaphor for a bigger lesson to be taught? You say please, I just don't want to charge.
Okay, all right.
Roll
All
a nat
right.
20.
I mean, we don't want any trouble. We just want to go find our friend. So if we don't get in your way, can we pass, please?
Say shoes, please.
You're gonna have to make a charm plus heart check for that.
3 dice. Doing it
You
again.
can do it.
I don't know if it'll happen,
I
but
believe
let's...
in you.
3 threes. Does that get me anything?
You're really going to...
The leader of the group, Mara, spits onto the ice and says, and then draws a literal line in the snow on top of the ice, and then just stares you down. But before anyone else can do anything, there's a loud screech from the sky.
Oh man, that's gonna
Yes, a pterodactyl! All right, cool.
it's gonna be fun.
You guys look up?
Yeah, we look up.
You
Credits.
look up
Yeah, we look up credits.
to see a large bird-like creature flying overhead.
It's Dynablade. We're in Kirby now. Yay!
And that's where we're gonna finish this
Whoa!
episode.
The Kirby was inside us all along.
Or
Why
are
was
we
that-
inside Kirby all along?
I'm
Is
gonna go
Kirby
with
just
that
the
one.
universe that swallowed us whole?
I mean, basically, like he's just a black hole. So
My name is Joshua Barber from
Another
Rogue Entertainment. I've been your GM today of the Tales from the Loop fun mystery that my friends are going on. And around the table we have...
Just Nikok, and I'm playing Heinrich, and I charge.
John Blair, I'm playing Tommy. I resent that decision in most decisions.
I'm Natalie. I'm playing Katri, and I just draw this all horribly as goose.
I'm Cassie. I'm playing Isabella. And what the fuck, guys? What's happening? There's too much
I
happening.
can't wait to play the card. Like, you're really gonna beat up an 11-year-old geek like this?
Yeah,
Do you even know who her
seriously.
dad is? Alright, we'll see you next week with episode 3 of Tales from the Loop. Until then... be good to each-
Oh, jeez.
The Terrible Warriors has new episodes out every Tuesday. And next week will be the 3rd episode of Tales in the Loop. Tales in the Loop is published by Free League Games, and Go check them out. Links in the show notes. They got other cool games like Mutant Year Zero, Coriolis, The Third Horizon, and they've even announced a Kickstarter for Things from the Flood, the 1990s sequel to Tales from the Loop. That's kind of cool. And special thanks to Comics and Gaming Magazine for lending us their copy of Tales of the Loop for us to play on the show. Thanks for the help. And Free League Games also sent us another copy of an expansion from Tales from the Loop, Our Friends, the Machines, and Other Mysteries. It's full of additional material to run more Tales from the Loop campaigns, as well as rules to create a loop in your own town. If you'd like to get a copy of this game, just leave us a review on iTunes, and we're going to draw from the hat at the end of the month, so you might be getting a copy of that book in the mail. We don't mention it much on this show, but every time you leave a review on iTunes or Stitcher or wherever it is you got this podcast from, you're helping to expose this show to new listeners who've never heard of the Terrible Warriors. And if you've ever liked our tweets or followed one of our accounts or left a review on iTunes, hint, hint, thanks. You're helping to show that the Terrible Warriors is still here. Follow us on Twitter at Dice Warriors. Check out that Instagram page at Terrible Warriors. Of course, consider supporting us on Patreon. Patreon.com/Terrible Warriors. And today's Kids from the Loop, your Terrible Warriors, Game Master Joshua Barbo, and players Natalie Wallace, Justin Eacock, Cassie Chu, and special guest John Blair. We'll see you next week with the third episode, Tales from the Loop, right here on the Terrible Warriors.